Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. This is a close-up. It's also a fed-up Roger and a stitched-up Roger. This is the charger. If you look at the battery, which is facing you, the connections for the battery are right at the bottom edge of the shot. And if you look, you can see two locating lugs and then four little tiny sections where the connectors are, and the outside two of those are basically the positive and the negatives, and the two center little ones are for the intelligent chip in the battery to talk to the camera so the camera knows how much battery's left and all that stuff. Yeah? And if you look at the pins on the charger, they line up exactly with the two locating lugs either side of the connectors and don't touch the connectors at all. So there is me thinking the batteries are charging up, and when I actually put the battery on this morning, it still had no charge in it. So I thought something's wrong. And quite honestly, the something that's wrong is that charger can never charge that type of battery. So even though my particular camera was listed on the list, it's not even close. So completely stitched up. But the unit cost £3 and was sent from China for £2 something postage. So there's about a £5 involved here. It's not even worth typing it into eBay to complain, because it would probably cost me £20 to send the flipping thing back. And if that's the one they've got, they can't replace it with the right charger. So it was just a waste of money and a waste of time and a waste of leaving the computer on all night so that the USB could charge the battery, because the terminals just don't line up. So I found a proper one, basically, but unfortunately it's a package, and it's the only charger I can find that is correct for these batteries. Unfortunately, it comes with two new batteries. I've just bought two new batteries. Okay, I'll have four batteries, plus the original one that was on the camera, so I'll end up with 5 batteries. But the charger that's coming now, that should arrive in the next couple of days because it's based in the UK, the pins do line up. The picture shows it, and the batteries that come with it are shown like this one, with the terminals facing you, with the actual code on them, which in this case is BP808. So the charger and the batteries match. It will work when I get it. The only thing that works on this charger, regarding my batteries, is the little blue light that comes on when you plug it in. So waste of time, waste of effort, waste of my patiently waiting time. But nonetheless, as you can see, the camera still works plugged into the main. So I'm not cameraless, I'm still batteryless. But when this better charger comes in, I mean, in fact, I wish I'd just got that in the first place. But of course, originally, I thought my battery was messed up. You know, so I bought 2 new batteries, and then found that it was the camera charging unit that was messed up, so I had 2 new batteries that I didn't really need. But again, with return postage and stuff like that, you know, and you're pushing your luck. When you've got a product that's actually correct, as described, at a very, very good price, what's your reason for complaint? You bought them by mistake? Well, you know, if I was the supplier, I don't think I'd have any of that. You know, it's buyer beware and all that. So I've got 2 batteries I didn't really need, but I will have a good mains charger with all I can describe as a couple more spare batteries. And if I'm out, you know, if I went on holiday or something like that, a pocket full of fully charged up spare batteries could come in useful. I mean, around the house, not so much, but they'll find a use, and eventually these batteries will die. They have a limited life, and the one that's been in the camera has been in there since I got it. you know, it will have a lifespan, at which point it just won't charge anymore. And then I've got spares, so not as bad as I thought. But no, I'm still not mobile, I'm still tethered to the mains. So, yeah, bit of bad luck, but not the end of the world. At least I'll have a decent charger arriving that does plug into the mains, which means I don't have to leave the computer on to charge the batteries, which is what I was doing before. And they weren't charging anyway, so it didn't work. But you can see what I mean. The two little, let's see if I can do this without touching anything. The two little pins there are a certain distance apart. And then if you look at the little connections on the battery, the wider ones are the locating lugs, and they are exactly the same distance apart as those two little pins. So the pins are not going into the terminals, they're just going into the connecting lugs. So waste of space, bit fed up, but I'll live, and I will get the proper thing shortly. At a lot more expense, but then I'm getting two batteries in there as well, you know, so it's a reasonable price, but it'll do the job. And we'll just write this off, I think, as just a bad deal.